Top tips. Zippity top tips.
Can you explain to me what all this string's about?
Yes, Vic, of course I can. Now, if you're like me, you're 5'8", medium brown hair, slim build, sunny disposition. But you'll also, Vic, have a tendency to be forgetful. So what I've done is I've threaded a string through my entire contents of my house. Everything I own, Vic. Now, that way, if I lose something, I haul in the string, as you're doing now, and eventually I'll come across the missing item.
So we've got a gun.
Gun there, yep.
There's your harp. You'll enjoy
right,
that. There's your puppet, your lovely favourite puppet. And hello, what's this?
It's been Johnny bags, Vic.
I know what they are.
I'm always losing them, you know. But at least this way, they're never far away, if needed.
Wait a minute, these expired 100 years ago. Well, talking of Johnny bags, it reminds me that our top tip topic for today is sex and its ramifications.
Can you say that, Vic?
What?
Topic?
Topic?
Yeah, it's advertising chocolate, isn't it?
Well, I won't bother then.
Good.
Anyway, today's top tip topic is sex and its proclivities, and we'll be offering advice on the affairs of the heart in Vic and Bob's problem page. Hello there.
Hello. And first off today, we've a letter from Mr. Arnold Baguette. And he says, I'm a man. How can I impress females of the opposite persuasion? Well, I think a nice meal in a smart restaurant with good food and a good wine will do the trick every time, Mr. Baguette.
And if you can't find a woman who's willing to pay for all this?
Well, you could acquire a great detailed knowledge of a particular subject and then steer the topic of conversation towards that subject.
And if this doesn't work?
Well, don't panic, Mr. Baguette, because there are still many other things you can do. And who better to consult on that matter than the painter Salvador Dali?
I remember, before I died, being asked this one. The way I used to attract women was to drive along the seafront at Skegness with my mum's ironing board strapped to the roof of my Triumph Herald, playing Beach Boys records very loudly on my cassette deck. Everyone thought that I was a muscular Californian lifeguard. And boy, oh boy, did I pull the beach babies.
Thank you, Salvador Dali. Nice one. Now, the next letter. It's from Stuart Gray, who's from Garston. And he wishes to remain anonymous because his problem is a little bit embarrassing. He wants to know how he can prolong his love making. Well, Mr. Anonymous, why not try making excuses to leave the bedroom every 30 seconds or so? Such as, I think I've left the gas on. Or, I think perhaps I forgot to put the cat out.
Or there's ghostly sailors in the living room.
Yeah. Is that likely to happen, Vic?
Well, it certainly did happen in John Carpenter's magnificent film, The Fog.
So it did. Anyway, Mr. Anonymous, all those excuses should allow you to prolong your lovemaking all night long.
And don't forget, a lovely tub of margarine sent via Interflora is a lovely romantic gift for a lady who likes making sandwiches.
Right, let's get back into the bedroom.
Pardon?
To continue our advice forum on affection, love, and tenderness.
Any gratuitous sex?
Let's have a look, shall we?
The following scene depicts events which some may consider to be shocking.
So this is Larry's bedroom.
This is where he usually stays. There he is.
And what's Larry doing, Vic?
Well, he still looks happy, doesn't he? That's because he's come up with a practical and sensual tip. He's filling his inflatable life partner here with hot water so he can stay warm throughout the night and still have fun on those cold winter's evenings.
I should think that works very well. So what about safe sex then, Vic?
Not for me, thanks. I've got a bit of a headache.
Oh, no. Vic. What I was suggesting is that we pass on some tips to viewers about precautions they can take in their bedrooms.
Oh, well, that's easily done. I always wear a miner's helmet whilst I'm in bed. This provides me with light should there be a power failure, and it also protects me against falling ceilings.
Here's a little tip for all those engaged in a little highly charged sexual activity. Please always keep the tube with the lubricating cream in a totally different place than the tube with the embrocation cream.
It's easy once you know how, buddy.
Nurse! Vic, have you been here all night?
Yes, I have.
Oh, was I any good?
You were like a little walnut with an outboard motor.
Wow, see, I told you I was good. But Vic, here, it's hypothetical, right? But say I'd gone out the disco, copped off with a half-decent looking lass, you know, looked all right in the half-light of the disco and without the assistance of your miner's lamp, right? But bit worried that in the cold light of day might be a bit disappointing.
You're saying, Bob, without being sexist or politically incorrect, you're saying, is she maybe a bit of a pig?
Yeah. Can you help?
There is a solution, Bob, and it's this. Drink a bottle of vodka, or two if you want to be absolutely sure, then every girl that you chat up at the disco will look like a pastry tart, even first thing in the morning.
Let's give it a try.
Go on.
Oh, love! It's working already, Vic.
Oh, my God! Give me that!
That's all well and good, Vic, but some people just aren't lucky in love and never seem to be able to find the right partner. Is there any advice we can give to those unlucky, lonely souls?
Bob, I believe you're referring to those people who haven't got our wealth, wit, charm, sophistication and dancing skills. Well, here's a tip for them. If you can't get a bird, then pretend you have a fantastic sex life by jumping up and down on your bed, moaning loudly, and then just watch your neighbours' lime green faces as you leave the house the next day.
You can also convince your postman that you're sexually hyperactive simply by answering the door every morning, wearing a broad grin and looking extremely tired. Marvellous.
Well, that about wraps it up in the bedroom department. We do hope that we've been of some use to you. Will you two pack it in like a pair of monkeys?
You can try, son. Right, now as the one-time leader of the New York Philharmonic Orchestra, I can tell you there's nothing to beat creating the atmosphere of a top Soho nightclub in your own home. It's easy. Just get your wife or girlfriend or lover, I don't know which it is, to take off his or her top, revealing her breasts, and bring you a cheap bottle of champagne or champagne. Then return 10 minutes later with a bill for £500. What terrific fun, and it makes me regret slaughtering my wife with that hunting horn, of course.
Well, that just about wraps up this section of top tips, but there's still plenty more tips to come.
Bob.
Yeah?
I actually made my girlfriend cry last night when I was making love.
Did you? How'd you do that?
I rang her up and told her. Good night.